Shalom, Yasharala, Shalom. Barakatah Hawa, Barakatah Hawa Shah, Barakatah Hawa, Barakatah Hawa Shah, Barakatah Hawa, Barakatah Hawa Shah. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Rakah Kadash. I'd like to give a shout out and salute to all the brothers across the four corners of the earth trying to preach this truth and say the elect. Hopefully you and me is one of them. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. I believe those are the prophets of the day. And at the water, to the men and women that are here listening to this with me today. Because you could be somewhere else. You see what the title says, okay? It's spreading fast. Okay, you got this triple demic situation going on. Okay? And they're saying China might be facing the biggest surge ever. Okay? So yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Okay? A whole lot of things. Alright? And you got different plagues popping up all over the place. Alright? So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay, you're hearing about this triple demic. Okay? And they're saying that it's spreading. Alright? And there's something else with this. I'm gonna get into this on a later date. Something else with these respiratory illnesses. Okay? So yeah, let's keep going. Alright, this is Deuteronomy 28, verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou may fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God. Okay, now this was placed on us, the curse of Deuteronomy. However, as we're moving into the end of days, you're starting to see these curses move onto the heathens. Okay? Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sicknesses, and of long continuances. You're seeing all different type of old plagues come back. Okay, even new plagues. Okay, things never seen before. Okay, let's keep going. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave on to thee. You're starting to see weird diseases cling on to people, okay? And one of the saddest things that I'm seeing is you're seeing this HIV tick up in Eve, okay? And this HIV in a lot of people after the maple syrup, right? Let's keep going. And those three diseases, the triple demic, those not even the ones that I'm worried about. It's the other ones that's coming at a pipe. Now I'm gonna show you why I'm bringing this up. Cause this seemed like if the Most High don't come back, this plan is pretty much done. Okay, show you what's going on. Tingling and numbness in hands could signal unrelenting mold syndrome. Experts warn. It's mold everywhere all of a sudden. Okay. And remember in Egypt, they was dealing with like the botch, the itch, okay, mold, mildew, okay. Remember, if one of the laws was that if you find mold, you're supposed to destroy the place where you live at. They ain't doing that in Babylon, okay. You know these greedy ass heathens, they ain't destroying no homes, okay. They'll paint over it and sell it to you while the home is moldy. But it gets better. Let's keep going, okay? As we hit winter, many of us are alert to the common illnesses that come with it, such as cold and flus. However, the weather can also affect the environments we live in, leading to further medical issues. One such issue to be is worry of mold toxicity. Okay, mold is caused by excessive moisture, making some homes prone to it in the damper, colder months. You see that? Mold toxicity is an insidious infection and can result in system-wide dysfunction in the body, said. Mold can colonize the sinuses and the gut after having been breathed in from a moldy environment and ingested from moldy foods. Both routes of colonization can result in debilitating symptoms. Okay? Yeah, and a lot of people is dealing with this and don't even realize it. They think it's cold the flu and it's mold. Okay? Let's keep going. Mycotoxins. He warned against substances found in mold called mycotoxins. Mr. Bat said mold is a threat on its own, but also releases toxic substances called mycotoxins. Since mold can colonize the body, it can release symptoms internally. Mycotoxins can also be inhaled directly. See, we got to get out of here, okay? Because this is spreading all over the place. Blight, mold, disease, viruses, okay? It's like the earth is literally dying, okay? These mycotoxins can wreak havoc on the body and the cellular processes and lead to chronic illnesses. Okay? It's in the homes, it's in the air, it's in the food, it's in the water. I'm going to show you. Mycotoxins are a mitochondrial poison. You see that in with your mitochondrial, that helps you produce energy. Okay? This is like you slowly being put to death. Okay? They essentially throw a spanner in the cogs of how the mitochondria work. Mitochondria are the body's energy factories. You see that? And their dysfunction is implicated in a range of chronic diseases. You see that? There are quite severe neurological effects as a result, too. Okay, mycotoxins are exacerbate and cause severe inflammation, which also underlies a lot of the symptoms associated with mold toxicity. All right. Now I'm going to show you why I'm bringing this up. Deuteronomy 28, verse 27, the Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the emeralds, and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou canst not be healed. You see that? The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And you're seeing a lot of that. People minds failing them. Okay? People dropping out of the workforce. All right? People losing their mind, committing suicide. Okay? Snapping on one another. All right? Yeah, you're seeing all this happen. Okay? As these prophecies are moving forward. All right? I'm sick right now. All right? I'm suffering from congestion, but most high willing, I feel better, right? Let's keep going. An ER doctor says kids are coming to the hospital with terrifying hallucinations and warns it's a classic flu symptom. Now, I don't know about people having hallucinations from the flu. However, they're saying that people are starting to come in with hallucinations and it's the flu. I don't know about that, To me, that seems extremely odd, okay? But these plagues, okay? This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with these plagues, all right? Let's keep going. I'm not even going to read into it. It's just extremely odd, all right? Let's keep going. Now, look at this. You're dealing with mold. Now you're dealing with this urgent warning over deadly fungus and bread and pasta as infections surge globally. You see that? Much loved British staples like bread and pasta contain harmful fungal toxins that pose a serious threat to human health. Experts have warned. Okay? Now, you may have some stuff in food because we know the food is defiled, but this is starting to pick up to a level they never seen before is the problem. Okay? It's like everything is getting out of control. Okay? Really what it is that the Most High is this man time is up. Okay? And the Most High is just bringing everything to an end. Okay? Most wheat, the main ingredient found in several starchy carbs, produce. The UK is infected with a fungal disease called Fusarium head blight. See? The blight. Okay? FHB is not harmful to humans, but the substance it produces, known as mycotoxins, can kill. You see that is in the walls, is mold all in the houses, all in the ground, okay, in the food, okay? This is crazy, all right? This this is like some Lord of the Rings type shit, whereas though the blight was just taking over the planet, okay? It's like the blight is just like spreading everywhere. Let's keep going. Experts from the UK found that 70% of wheat produced in Britain between 2010 and 2019 contained deadly mycotoxins. 70%. Okay, so what about here? Because you know, Great Britain, some of the food over here got so many chemicals in it, they can't even sell it in Great Britain. So you know the food over here is extra defiled. Okay? They also found levels of mycotoxin, vomotoxin, found in the majority of British wheat were within legal limits. However, the research from the University of Bath and Exeter said the fact vomotoxin is found in so many of our foods is concerning. It is not yet known how constant, low-level dietary exposure to mycotoxins can affect human health in the long term. Neil Brown, a scientist in a study from the University of Bath. You see that? Mycotoxins have been linked to liver cancer and kidney diseases. And how many Jakes are having kidney problems now? You're saying these kidney dialysis places pop up all over the place. Okay? Let's keep going. They can also cause acute temporary vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, headache, and fever. The analysis published in Nature Food also found 1/4 of the wheat contained several different mycotoxins. This raising concerns of synergism. This is where they're working together now. Neil wrote in the conversion, there is where toxins interact with each other and cause greater harm than the sum of the individual toxins acting alone. This comes as the World Health Organization warns that deadly fungal infections are on the rise globally. You see that? In the first ever report on the 19 fungal priority pathogens to watch, the WHO said antifungal resistance has major implications for human health. You see that? Many fungal pathogens, included Candida, which causes common infections like vaginal thrush, are becoming increasingly resistant to treatment. And I told you, a lot of sisters, all of a sudden, are dealing with HIV, okay, and different diseases. I have an idea where it's coming from. I think it's the maple syrup, but hey, I'm not going to go there. Let's keep going. Okay, nationwide problem, serious lung infections caused by soil fungi. You see that? And you see the graph is everywhere. Okay? It's everywhere. All right? And it's spreading. Okay? Histoplasma. Remember I told you vomotoxins, mycotoxins. All right? Just everywhere. All right? The fung histoplasma, which causes lung infections, was concentrated in the Midwest in the 1950s and 60s, but now causes significant disease throughout much of the country. Researchers at Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis discovered that the 3 main kinds of soil fungi that cause lung infections have expanded their ranges in recent decades. Reliance on outdated maps could be causing delayed or missed diagnosis. See, it's everywhere, Jake. You see this? Well, ultimately, I think it's because we living in the end of days. We get a scripture and shut it down. Stay prayed up. All right? You're seeing these plagues starting to pick up globally. 1 Samuel 4, verse 7, and the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is coming to the camp. And they said, woe unto us, for there have not been such a thing heretofore. Woe unto us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. Yeah, and see, now the Most High is plaguing the earth. So stay prayed up, Jake. It's a lot of things going on. I'll see you again real soon. Shalom.